Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, I get emails all the time and comments whether the downturn of the banking system or the crisis that's coming is going to help heavily shorted stocks by having the shorters have to cover their positions. Let me explain my take on this now. Because technically speaking, I can say yes, but we're no longer in Kansas, and I need to explain to people to manage their expectations. If you're a smaller firm, a smaller fund, and things start to go bad and you have liquidity issues, you're gonna have to start covering your positions. That's that's just how it is, okay? Um, Now I was reading this article on right here how we as retail made shorting very dangerous. It's an interesting article. It's on Fortune. You can read on it. I'll link it on the bottom of this video. But here's the reality of it. The major players in this are involved with big banks. In the event there's a crisis, what they're going to do on Wall Street is they're going to shut operations down so nobody bleeds, because it leads back to the banks, which leads back to the government, which leads to having to bail things out. I wouldn't say that years ago, but when you see certain things that have happened to certain stocks, how they just paused it, stopped it, did whatever they wanted to it, I've come to the realization that this is no longer Wall Street as I've known it all my life. So please understand, self-preservation, they will protect the big banks and the big players from taking massive hemorrhaging positions in the event there's a crisis. Because remember, the crisis that's coming is the liquidity crisis. And if they have to start covering all these positions, what do they need? Liquidity. You understand right there that causes a big problem. So they would rather pause or shut down everything or reset the clock backwards when everything's said and done in order to protect themselves. So you also have to manage your expectation, okay? Because reality is we're going into a crisis, money's gonna be tight, and even if they're sitting on a mountain of cash, they're not gonna wanna give that cash up. So please be safe, and maybe I'll cover stocks again, I don't know. But just understand, we're not in the old Wall Street. Shine love.